Howdy folks, how are y'all doing? Cub here, welcome back to another episode of our wonderful adventure on Five Head Island. Now listen, when I say how are you doing, that's a question I want to know. Comment down below and let me know how you're doing. Or don't, I don't want to pressure you into anything. Like, if you have to write a comment and that's going to make your day miserable, don't write, well, I'm miserable now. Just, you know, let's just move on. Let's get the last two episodes were all leading up to this moment where we were gonna build the farming station, and I just forgot in the last episode, and I think we went ahead and we built like an advanced item filter instead. My bad, guys, my bad. We're gonna go ahead and create the first thing we need there is the Z Logic controller, so we're gonna get that cooking up. Next up, we're going to need, lots of aluminum, lots of iron. We'll worry about that in a second. These are a couple of things we haven't built before. That one's pretty straightforward. Electrical steel, though, is going to require silicon, crushed coal, and iron. Now, for some reason, that recipe rings true in my mind. Like, I think we've built that before. But as I was thinking about it, I was like, I don't actually remember building it. I converted some blocks, or some ores into blocks because, or I should say bars into blocks. Ingots into blocks because things were getting a bit out of hand. But inside of here, we've got 5 pulverized coal. We have got, definitely got the iron we need. So we'll go ahead and grab 5 at the 6th. Why not? Yeah. Okay. It was actually an accident. I only wanted 5. And then the final ingredient, what was it again? I've already forgotten. It was, of course, the silicon. So we'll grab the 5 of those. Now that'll create 5 bars, and we need 4. So what are we going to do with the extra bar? I don't know, just hang on to it, treat it right. Hold on to it in those cold, harsh, lonely nights. Let's switch it to all smelting. We'll throw everything in there. There we go. It'll get to work. Now, if I'm right on my theory that we've done this before, it's possible we already have some steel in here, though I'm not seeing any. So, I might be right, I might be crazy, but I might just be the YouTuber that you're looking for. So next up, we'll need that aluminum, we'll need that iron, and then we're going to need these ingredients here. So nugs, we've always got plenty of somehow. I'm not entirely sure how we manage that. I don't think we've ever made gold nuggets. Something must drop gold nuggets. I know we kill a lot of the pigmen. So maybe we've just got like a lot of pigmen drops. That's probably it, really. Grab some iron and our aluminum. We'll get to work on those gears. We needed how many of them? 4? All right, well, that's pretty straightforward, and I'm doing it wrong immediately. It's 4 iron in the middle, and then we surrounded that with the aluminum, and I'm just going to take a shortcut there. And okay, I've done it wrong? Yes, I have, because that doesn't look anything like a gear. That does, though. Cool, so we got our 4 gears, and then we'll need our 4 blocks of iron. And I'm just going to go ahead and make, like, more than 4, because like I said, we're running out of space in here. And however we can save space, well, good on us. And let's see, we'll hold on to the 4 of those. The rest of them we'll store in here. Cool. All right, yeah, we've definitely saved a space by doing that. So pats on the back all around with that one. Let's see. Final ingredient's going to be... Actually, we're ready to make that if we wanted to. And if, I say let's do it. Let's just go ahead and do it. So we've got our machine chassis. And electrical steel's cooking up. Diamond hoe is next. And oh boy, have we got diamonds. We're not hurting for them. We're doing pretty good there. I don't think there's been a point in this series where I've been like, oh no, we're so close to running out of diamonds. It just hasn't happened yet. Hopefully it stays that way. I mean, I'm sure at some point we're going to start building something crazy and incredible. But as of right now, we're doing pretty okay. So the last thing we're going to need is these pulsating nugs, which is going to be iron and ender pearl. Now, we've built some in the past, but I'm guessing we've already used them all because I don't see any in here. So let's go ahead and create 5 more of these. Why not? And then that way we'll have some sticking around. It's very possible there's some up. Oh, look right there. Inderium. Oh, wait, no, that's Inderium. Is that what we needed? No, we need pulsating iron nugs. Okay, my bad. Sorry about that, folks. Let's head over here. Electrical steel will be done. Throw those in. And it's still got my octadeck capacitor in there. I need to build another one for over here. Because as you can see, that is just running like... I want to say a placebo, but I don't... A placebo is like a fake pill, so I don't know why I'd want to say that. We really only need one of these, because all we need out of it is the nugs. Although, we've got to make 2 of them. So, let's go ahead and grab our 2 diamonds. So, I guess we do need 2 bars. Maybe I just don't know what I'm talking about. There we go. So, we should have a couple of these left over. And there's our pulsating crystals. Electrical steel. Folks, I think we've got it all. I think we're ready to go here. No, we need our Z Logic controller. Of course we do. We'll grab that out of the slice and splice. It's probably been ready for like a long time now. It's just been hanging out in there like, did he forget about me? Because components often talk to themselves. Farming station. Cool. So what are we going to do with this? Well, I'm not happy about it, but I think we'll set it up inside of here because this is where the trees are. Ideally, we'd want 2 of these, but I guess this will work for now. So what's the range on this? I can't remember. I think it'll reach out of the box 3 blocks, which might be enough. We can expand it, of course, later on. Here's our configurator. Show range. Oh, wow, it's got a better range than I thought. Yeah. So, right at 3 blocks. So, no, exactly what I thought. Never mind, then. What we need to do now is power it, and we need to provide it with the basic tools that it's going to need to do its job, which is just an axe, I think. If it's just going to be cutting down trees, that's all we really need to provide it with. And we'll have to run power. Okay, well, we do have a few of these enhanced energy conduits. We're going to need more of them. Thing is, they're kind of expensive. What goes into this? This is just redstone. Alright, so these don't carry as much energy, but oh my gosh, look at how many of them we can get with just the conduit binder that we've got and the redstone that we've got. I mean, look at the amount of redstone we have. It's ridiculous. The only problem is I don't think you can connect them up to the enhanced energy conduits, so we're going to have to create another offshoot here, so probably like right here. That'll probably... Oh, well, no, darn it, that bends that direct. Well, we can fix that in a second. Let's go ahead and make some of these first. And what we're going to have to do is that, and actually we're going to have to get some of these first. Oh, gosh, that's a lot of redstone. I shouldn't have made that much, but you get the idea. Look at that. We got 63 of them now, which is probably going to hopefully be enough. I've got to do something about all this redstone now. I got to turn it all back into blocks. 53 blocks of redstone to be exact, which is crazy. So we'll store all of those away along with that extra piece of electrical steel that we've got. Throw away that little bit of conduit binder. Hopefully we don't need any of that in the near future. I can make more pretty quickly, though. So if we're in a bad pinch and we need more of it, that's not going to be an issue. So hooking this stuff up, here's what I'm thinking we do. We can... how are we going to get in and out of here? I guess we won't. I've made an executive decision. We're going to start over here instead. And we'll start at the bottom. Oh, gosh, no. See, this is why we need scuba gear. We can't get any scuba gear. The best I can do is underwater breathing potions, which that's not ideal, is it? Okay, and now we just have to drag it over to that block of air. Fortunately, we can just kind of pull forward and get a breath out of here if we need to. So that does make things a bit easier. And look at that, we've made it, everybody. Pats on the back all around. So like I said, these will not connect up to one another. So what we're going to do is we're going to break this one. Roll with me on this. There we go. We're going to move it over to here. Okay, so that's hooked up like that. We're going to go between these and then out of this side. There we... Wait for it. Go! Alright, so that's hooked up now. It's not outputting energy, though. We have to set it to output energy. I've got to get out of the water, though, because I do feel like the pressure, it's really bearing down on my torso. I feel like I'm going to die. We should probably get out onto dry land, right-click, and we're going to set it to orange. So that'll start outputting energy to over here now. No axe and no seeds. Okay, well, that was an odd frozen moment of terror, where I thought for sure everything was going to come crashing down and we'd have to restart the world. Alright, so we don't want to give it seeds. What we want to give it is saplings, and I like birch. I really do. I'm a big fan of birch. I think I like it better than any of the other colors we've been working with here, and as we start to expand the base... I think that's going to be our go-to color. I don't know. I mean, I still like acacia. Many people will know that I love acacia, but I think I've overdone it recently, so we'll stick with birch for now. And it's going to need an axe. I'm going to go ahead and build it a diamond one. Now, say what you will about this decision, but we do have plenty of diamond. So I'm not worried about that being an issue. So all we should have to do now is just right-click, throw in that, and throw in these. Oh, look, it already collected the other trees. Great, and is replanting them. That's not what I wanted it to do. But alright, I guess that's what's going to happen. The other thing we could do is we can give it... Where is it? Bone meal? Now, we've got plenty of bones, and I can make it into bone meal. I could automate this, actually, because every time a skeleton dies, we get a bit of bone meal. And what I could do is set up a system by which the bone meal is... I think, in fact, if you take a single bone and we throw it into something like the sag mill... Yeah, it gives you like 6 bone meal. So we could build another sag mill, or just use this one and have it output the bone meal over to here. So we could just have this massive amount of bone meal. But if you throw that in there, it'll use the bone meal on the trees, like you see there. To very poor effect. Did it just use all of it? No, it just used one. Used a little bit there, used a little bit there. I guess he uses it in a circle. That's good. Alright, well that'll keep things going, I guess. Next up, we need to... Oh, we can lock these down as well if we want to. I don't want to. Should we worry about jungles? Should we keep growing jungle? Let's go ahead and replace one of these with jungle, I guess. Just keep the system, the pattern going. The final thing we need to do here, and I hope I've got this recipe right. I don't. Maybe we just do a little bit of a mix. That's what we do. We have to have somewhere to store all of the items that are being generated from this thing, because it is generating a lot of items. So we'll throw that there next to it. We will configure, I guess, this side to push items out. There we go. So anything that is not a sapling will be pushed out into here. Now we could, if we wanted to, have this thing also shear the leaves. The problem with that is it would no longer collect saplings, which means very quickly we would be out of saplings, which is definitely not ideal. I have yet to figure out a way to configure it to only occasionally use the saplings, so what we could do is set up a second farming station. One that, I don't know where we'd put it right now. It might have to wait until, oh look, we can actually watch it in action now that I'm paying attention. Sometimes it takes, well, geez, I was going to say it takes a little while, but nope, it's gone now. Uses up a big surge of energy when it does that. I guess we could throw a capacitor in there as well if we wanted to. There's an idea, eh? Oh, we can put this back. There we go. Anyway, we could set up a second one that shears the leaves, like maybe right over here. And then that one doesn't. It collects the saplings, but then splits the output of the saplings between this machine and that machine. That could work. But that would require a bit of fancy footwork on my part. You guys should be locked down to those regions. There we go. So that way it'll only plant birch saplings, only spruce, only jungle, only acacia. You get the idea. There we go. There's our jungle. And I'm just going to throw that back in there. And in fact, what we could do... Wait, hold on. What's the difference here? It doesn't want them. Maybe it'll only hold a max of 16 saplings. I don't think that's the thing. I thought it'd hold all the way up to 62. But let's grab some more saplings. And we'll test that theory. Because I'm not sure why it wouldn't... Okay, there we go. It took all of those. Yeah, maybe it just won't take more than 16. In which case, the excess would be pushed out over to here. Which is fine by me, because we need the excess to make more dirt. Although saying that, we're doing pretty good by just using monster flesh. As you can see, I've already done that. I've used most of it. But we're getting a whole lot of monster flesh from like right over here as well to get more dirt, which is pretty good. Okay, see, so these are both 16 now, and it's put the excess over to here. Alright, I'm fine with that. I don't care. As long as it keeps planting and growing trees. I guess the next thing is going to be working out how to get bone meal into there. Another sag mill would probably be our best bet. I'm just going to go ahead and say it right now. I think that I like that idea of using another sag mill. See, the problem is if we try to use the one we've got now, we have to figure out another way to extract items from here because we've run out of room on here in our whitelist. I mean, we could just... Actually... What we could do is bring one in from the bottom. Okay, that would actually work really well. And you can't cook these, can you? No, you can't, so they wouldn't be automatically sucked in. Okay, I've got an idea, everybody. It's going to require that we get a couple more item filters, because I think we're all out. No, we've got one right there. Well, we were going to need more anyway. So, basic item filters? Actually, we might as well just go ahead and go for this one, because I think we probably already have everything we need, including, yep, zombie head. I think we're down to our last 2 pieces of solarium. Oh, no, we got 4. Well, it doesn't matter anyway, because we're not going to run out. And I think silicon's the last component. Yeah, we can do this. Okay, advanced item filter. Oh, we're also going to need... Oh, you know what we're going to need more of? Item conduits. We're, like, completely out of them. So item conduits, I think, is why we built the... Yeah, Enderium ingots in the first place. Like I said, we've already got some of those, but we've only got 2 of them. Oh, wait, no, we got 21 of them. Well, still, this recipe is only going to yield us with 3 of these, so we might need more. Also, we're going to need more conduit binder. Okay, sand, gravel, clay. I guess I'll get on that real quick. Sand, gravel, clay, boom, 32 of those bad boys. And then we'll go ahead and cook that up. And here, I think it's still set to, yeah, all smelting. Good. Good. Wow, so I've already put... This thing is already burned through a stack and over a stack and a half of bone meal. It's really effective though. Like, look how quickly it's going right now. This is great. This is exactly what we want. So we've got the conduit binder, and we've got, where are our nugs? Where are they? Right there. And that's going to use up all that we've got left for a mere 23, which is probably not going to be enough. We'll have to worry about that later. For right now, let's go ahead and get the part 1 of this set up. And if I can do this from up here instead of having to go underwater, you darn right I'm going to take that opportunity. Alright, so I have to get one of these in the bottom of here, so I guess I'm going to have to go in the water for that. Oh gosh. There we go. And then it's just a matter of right-click. Ah, dadgummit. Okay, mistake. Mistake was made. Get that before it falls in the water. Guess I'm going to have to construct some sort of an underwater platform here to stand on. Like that. Is that going to work? I mean, I'm still technically underwater, though, is the problem there. That'll do. Alright, great. Should I just stretch this out all the way across this thing? In case I ever need it again? I guess so. Alright, so I've got my more or less stable platform down here to work from. Now what we've got to do is configure this thing to extract. Yes, indeed. We want it to filter. What do we want out of here? I guess we want bones. That's one thing, for sure. And while we're at it, you know what? There's some other items in here that we want to take along that aren't getting taken along as it is. Platinum for one. Silver is the other. I guess we'll go ahead and deal with yellow right now. I don't know what I'm going to do with it because we're kind of really using lava power right now, but whatever. We'll go ahead and throw those in here as well. It'll take them all to the same place. So we'll set that to always active, and then we just have to hook it up correctly. Oh, actually, you know what? No, set that back to never active. Because we don't want it to insert in all of these machines. We want it to insert specifically into the sag mill. Actually, we kind of probably want it to go over here into the sag mill chest. You know what we could do? Is we can just break a hole out right here. And we can just hook these up together. There you go. Alright, yeah, that'll take care of the problem. Alright, now theoretically, when we turn this on to always active, active without signal, it should start pulling these items out. Yeah, bone mill's getting pulled out. Alright, good. Bone mill's going into here. Bone mill's going into there. Well, bones are, and bone mill's coming out. So that's exactly what we wanted. I feel confident enough in this setup to say we can go ahead and not seal all of this up yet, because we have to pull the bone mill out of here now, which is what we needed the basic item filter for. So back down we go, and I guess I'll stretch out my platform down here again. There we go. So we're going to place this down here. We're going to throw in our item filter. And we want this to extract bone meal. That. And we won't turn that on just yet, because now we have to drag it all the way back over to there. So I guess let's get started on it. At least now I don't have to worry about drowning, because I can just kind of stay under here and run the lines. And this is what I love most about these cables, is that you can just run, like, up to 4 of them, I believe it is. These conduits, you can run up to, like, 4 of them in a single space. And we're all out of those. Excellent. 4 Indirium ingots. It's gonna give us 36 nugs. Will give us... Hold on, how many of these? What's the conversion rate? Oh, we don't even have... Oh no, that's not gonna work. We're gonna need more conduit binder. Well, we've got 8 more, guys. We've got 8 more. How does that sound? Yay, 15. Maybe that's enough. Maybe it's only 15 more blocks. I didn't count. Watch it be 16 more blocks, though, and watch us be just 1 short. Oh, how infuriating would that be? What are you doing? Get over here. Really? Okay, 16. Not enough to do a lot with, mind you, but we're so very close that it should be enough. And honestly, that's fine with me. Just enough is just good enough. Do I have to go back underwater? I don't want to go back underwater. I think I could just break out one of these and kind of... Oh, hold on. I can do this. I can manage. Okay, here we go. Yes! Uppy! Now we just have to tell this thing to go ahead and always active. It's going to start extracting redstone. Not redstone, bone meal, right? So this thing should be full of bone meal now? No. No, it's not. Did I not set this up correctly then? Let's hop down there and check. It is a set to extract Ah, gotta set it to insert. Yeah, it's filling up. Look at that. Good job, everybody. Alright, so it's a real mess down there concerning conduits. I'm not happy with it. I don't like running conduits underwater because it's a bit hard to tell what's going on. And in fact, I don't think I like running anything underwater. We're getting ready to do a bit of a let's build. It's going to be a let's build where we remodel the entire surface area here. Probably rebuild a lot of it. Try to retain what we can. But it's going to be a pretty big project. And I reckon a lot of what you see around here is going to change, and the way that we run conduits and things is going to change. The whole island will be different, but we'll worry about that later. For right now, we're running out of power pretty quickly on these, so I guess that's the situation I should address, and we'll do it next time. Thank you folks for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you later. Bye!